Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of the course here, and I've got my different scenery up today because you may notice it's dark in the background here, but um, I'm doing this during the storms, and we've had the storms the last few days, so I just thought this was appropriate. Um, Let me see, we'll go into my inspiration here real quick. To be inspired is great, to inspire others is incredible. So, and every week I try to give you a little bit of inspiration to keep you motivated. But I also want to remind everybody that you too are responsible for, inspiring other people. All of you, you're grown-ups, and you may not be aware of the influence you have on others around you who just, see you, and even people that you're not really close with. So you just, one of the things about doing the college here is, it is something important. It's something significant. You're doing something a lot of people will never get to do or may want to do, and they'll look at you as an example. And that's part of why, I mentioned like positive attitudes. If you go through your college career being miserable and other people see that, you're probably doing a negative influence on people and them making a decision on which path they're going to take in their lives. So I mean, so it's not always just about us. It's about the other people around us. I've had over the years, I had somebody on Facebook a couple years ago that used to work for me. Here 15 years later, tell me what an influence I've been. And I've had a few other people over the years, say things about, the type of influence. So, and here I was never aware of it, but because of how I conducted myself and how I did things, I was still having that influence. So, likewise for you, there's always people watching, and you want to be the positive influence, not the negative. You don't want to be doing things with the way the way you do your school or whatever the case is, or a job or anything else, that where you're going to influence somebody to not follow their dreams or get turned away from something they thought might have been good, but because of your perspective of it, they decided not to do it. So anyway, so there's my little bit for this week, and let's go on into the oh yeah, and it is a lifestyle. I tell you about school every week. That's it. The way you conduct yourself, the way you do school, is the way you should always be. Just because school ends doesn't mean you should change the way you operate. And so that's another lifestyle habit you have to get into. So, all right. This week, last week, discussions, those that are in there, good. The homeworks I've seen so far, good. So just keep doing what you're doing. Upcoming week here, you've got, I believe, 3 chapters. Chapter 4 has to do with, we're talking about money, the present value of money. The way investing companies, banks, and so forth deal with money, doing loans and so forth, is things like present value. Um, so you got how much is the money that you have today going to be worth 5, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? And that's part of how they figure out interest rates and so forth, and how they make money. So I mean, investment companies make money by lending money, but there's ways they do it, formulas and so forth, on how that's done. So the other couple chapters have to do with interest rates, how they're structured, and what they call real interest rates. So there's lots that goes into how interest rates and stuff work. The other class, and some of you may be in the other class, I just shared um, some things in there about break-even analysis and so forth. But even things like interest rates um, do apply. So one of these here, I got, there's like leases, and what the interest is on those and so forth. So anyway, so it's all interrelated, and so that's what this week covers here. With that, I'm not going to go to a whole lot more here. I'm just going to keep this short, just in case the power goes out. I don't want my video to get disrupted. But just make sure you review the text, the presentations. You got these flashcards that are a very good tool. Don't forget about discussions. First one in by Wednesday, then the other 2 by the weekend. Also on your assignments and your quizzes. So make sure you got those all in. And that should do it for this week. So I will call it quits here. If you got any questions, some of you have been in touch with me about some questions you've had, get in touch. Otherwise, I'll do my test question here. Let me know what my what I've done something to this picture, so just let me know what it is with the grandkids. Some of you may already know about these apps out there. This is called Prisma. So if you want to do something like this, but anyway, so there you go. Have a great week. Get in touch if you need anything. Take care.